Here, let's take a closer look at the Armatech, just because I never actually showed you what it looks like. It's an M16 replica with a ridiculously long barrel, and you can tell it's the A2 because the A1 actually had the old Vietnam style grip that was smooth. And you've got your tank adapter right here. Tank adapter right there. And this is where the problem is that it doesn't actually bolt back. The bolt does not come back. But all in all, a very ridiculous marker to carry around. Got me quite a few looks when I was carrying it around, when it still worked. Current favorite, the current one I'm using all the time is the X7 Phenom. Just a great marker. Obviously a Tipman, so you can get run over by a Mack truck and still work. The Ion, also a very nice marker that I like to play with. It's for when I don't feel like, when I'm just running around and want to have fun and don't want to carry this around, even though I do like playing more with the X7 Phenom. The 98 Custom is my backup. The pump gun is for when I feel kind of silly and want to play whatever. The Law, obviously, for when I'm trying to bust tanks. The Armatech never gets taken out. TPX is almost a fixture of my actual setup. It goes with me most of the time, because you never know when you need that backup. And then this 98 Custom Platinum, that is my friend Jeremy's, is actually a very impressive marker. I was actually quite impressed with how they updated the 98 Custom. They gave it a split receiver so that it's not as hard to take apart. This barrel is an aftermarket sniper barrel from from Tipman, so I guess it wouldn't be an aftermarket. But all in all, it was a really nice package that he got with this. But I actually, joked about maybe I was actually going to steal it from him and not tell him. But so that about covers the meat arsenal, the whole deal, everything. I left out the T8. The Spider Pilot ACS, and the Spider Esprit, and then the Winchester, because I don't actually have those anymore. The Spider Esprit actually died. The Spider ACS, Pilot ACS, went to our new guy Gummy, and then, oh Christ, the Winchester I never even played with. Then of course there was the Zeus G2, which I also never played with, and regret not playing with, but I took it apart. And this was in my younger days when I was kind of retarded and I couldn't put it back together. I think I eventually got it back together and then I sold it. And then the T8 I gave to a friend because it was old and the trigger wasn't really working. But that pretty much covers the entire arsenal now. I think that's something like 15 guns, 14 guns total. But I gotta say, I like playing with all of them. There's a time and a place for every one of them, and most people look at me like, oh, but you only play with those maybe once every couple of months. Yeah, but I still enjoy having them. Just having them sit around. Really cool stuff. And then, of course, the knife. You can never forget a knife. I think it's a Marine rule, in fact, to never forget a knife. Oh, great. And then I dropped my knife. That's another Marine rule. Don't drop your knife. Twice. Anyway, so one last time, you have the SL68 Custom Pro, 98 Custom Platinum. You have the T9 under here, hiding. You've got the Armatech WG65A2, the Smart Parts Ion. So wish they hadn't gone out of business. I would have liked another Ion, to be honest. They're just really awesome. And I would have loved to have dual-wielded them. Oh well. Phenom, beautiful weapon.